It was February the 19th, 2013, and on top of the stay on Main Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, maintenance worker Santiago Lopez made a grim discovery. He had been responding to water issues, with guests complaining of dark, unusual tasting water and low pressure. In one of the rooftop water tanks, he found the naked, lifeless body of a woman. Elisa Lam, the daughter of Hong Kong immigrants, was a student at the University of British Columbia. She struggled with mental health issues, having been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression, and often missed taking her medication. Her reluctance to follow her prescriptions manifested in occasional hallucinations, compelling her to seek refuge under the bed. This behaviour led to at least one hospitalisation and a brief episode of her going missing in the past. Her parents, however, made it clear that Lam had never displayed any inclination towards suicidal thoughts or attempts, which made her eventual demise all the more confusing. In 2010, she started a blog where she shared fashion photos, quotes, and accounts of her declining mental health. Lam was worried that due to a relapse in her condition, forcing her to drop several classes, she might not be able to continue her studies and attend graduate school. She described a sense of directionless using a quote by novelist Chuck Palahniuk: "You're always haunted by the idea you're wasting your life." As a short getaway from her studies and possible relief from her struggles, Lam took a solo trip to California, planning to visit San Diego, Los Angeles, and finish in Santa Cruz. During her exploration of the West Coast, she posted frequently to social media, sharing photos from iconic locations such as the San Diego Zoo. On January 26th, she arrived in Los Angeles and checked into the Cecil Hotel. It had changed to the stay on Main Hotel, although still had the original signage. The Cecil Hotel had a gruesome history, known for numerous suicides, mysterious deaths, and even housing the infamous serial killer Richard Ramirez. At first, Lam was assigned to a shared room, but complaints from her roommates about certain odd behaviour meant she was moved to her own room after just 2 days. The manager said she would leave notes for her roommates instructing them to go home or go away, and would even require a password before letting them in. A few days before her eventual disappearance, she attended a taping of Conan, where she was escorted off the premises due to disruptive behaviour. Lam had been in consistent contact with her parents throughout her trip until January the 31st, the day she was scheduled to leave Los Angeles and travel to Santa Cruz. Her sudden silence raised immediate concern from her parents, so they reported her missing the next day. The LAPD, although restricted by legal limitations, searched her room and deployed sniffer dogs throughout the building. After 2 weeks of Lam being missing, security footage from an elevator was released that captured her strange behaviour on the day she was last seen. The 2.5-minute video caught people's interest worldwide and made the disappearance a global news story. In the footage, Lam enters the elevator and appears to press multiple buttons. She then steps in and out, occasionally peering into the hallway as if she were hiding from someone. At times, she makes strange hand gestures and seems to talk with someone or something that is not in frame. Lam's inexplicable behaviour in the video fueled speculation into her mental state, with her bipolar disorder not yet being public knowledge. Various theories emerged relating to the video. Some believed she had been trying to use the elevator to escape from a pursuer, but it seemed to be broken. Another possibility was that she was under the influence of ecstasy or another recreational drug, however none were found in her system when her body was found. As her struggles with mental health became known, a psychotic episode became the leading theory. Less than a week after the elevator video was released, Santiago Lopez found Lam's body floating in the water tank. Her body was found naked with the clothes she was wearing in the elevator video in the water beside her. The gravity of the situation prompted immediate action, leading to the draining and eventual cutting open of the tank, as the maintenance hatch was too small to retrieve the body. The Los Angeles coroner's office declared the death an accidental drowning, with bipolar disorder the leading cause. Despite her mental health struggles, there was no indication of suicide. According to their report, she had not been taking the full dosage of her medicine, supporting the psychotic episode theory. A small amount of alcohol was present, but no other recreational drugs. However, some argue that they could have broken down in her blood as her body decomposed, or that she took drugs that wouldn't be detected with normal screening. The most accepted theory is that Elisa Lam was in a psychotic episode and believed someone was trying to harm her. Seeking safety, she found her way onto the roof and decided to hide in an open water tank. The investigation determined that the doors and stairs leading to the roof are locked and alarmed, with only staff having the keys. However, the fire escape would have allowed her to circumvent this, and her scent trail was lost at a window next to the fire escape. The tank may have been full when she entered, and gradually the water was used until the point where she could no longer reach the top and escape. She removed her clothing, a typical response to hypothermia, and eventually drowned. This case continues to live in the minds of many, with the connection to the infamous Cecil Hotel further fueling theories. Was there someone following Elisa Lam? Or was this just a tragic accident caused by her bipolar disorder?